You just kinda, like, hit that one on me, like, midstream. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So, I don't we've got a few people in here, so we can say that. So Chris controls, like, us when we go live, and then I control when we end it, you see? So he tried to pull a fast one on me there. It's a good thing we got an intro that happens, or we'd have just been I was like, "I What's going on, brother?"
Yeah, I got in a little late today, kind of crazy day at work, and but not a bad day. Crazy can be okay, but it wasn't a bad day.
Yeah, crazy's okay sometimes.
You know, except for it's like an ex girlfriend, and that you just don't want none of that.
No, there's a reason why they're an ex. I mean, I mean, there's always a reason, right? You gotta
Crazy is
keep them that
crazy.
way. Gotta keep them that way.
Exactly. Oh
What were you
man,
just holding up to the camera? What was that? I gotta know
this
what
is
that was
something
now.
I've had this. I don't know when I got this. I've had this for probably 20 years. It's just a fully clear skull.
So you know what that looked like to me? Do you remember, like, the Indiana Jones when they were on the hunt for the crystal skulls,
Yeah,
and
Christmas skull.
that's what that looked like to me. I thought you done went all Indiana Jones. You were about
No,
to pull out the hat and
I've had
stuff.
this. I've had this well before that movie ever came out. I used
Right.
to have back in the day. I've dropped it a little bit. I've got a little crack right here, but I used to have a colored base for it to sit on, so it would come up with different colors. But I don't know. I've had this thing forever.
Way too sophisticated for me. Way
One of
too
those
sophisticated.
weird tchotchke type things that you always end up just hanging around forever. Now I used to be a bad pack rat, but my wife's cleared me of that a little bit.
You mean like a
Um,
hoarder almost?
Not like a hoarder. I mean, there are people in my family that could be labeled as a hoarder,
Alright,
but
so
I'm just kind of like a pack rat. I've got weird sentimental things that I kind of
so
you
check
know
this out.
keep.
Look behind you.
What, all my pops?
Kinda like a hoarder, right?
Sort of. Well, now what you don't see is I've got a whole nother two shelves right behind my computer because all these boxes I've been opening up. I mean, the shelf back there is kind of full, so I just started stuffing everything on shelves back behind the computer now.
So let me tell you, there's a good thing that you really can't see around my studio right now, because for, like, the past 3 months? 3 months is what I'm gonna say. I have been needing to put in 2 more shelves, and I got everything ready to put the 2 shelves in, and so now all of my shelves are getting too deep, and I don't know how you feel about your shelves being too deep,
Mm-hmm.
but to me, that's like a sin against humanity, and you can't let them get too deep. So at this moment, I got, like, some of them that are too deep, and you can't see the stuff behind them, and
Yeah.
so
Well,
it's a hoarding issue.
it's not a bad sometimes because my wife does set up. She mainly set up the one in the back, and I think there's only like one deep back there. I can't remember, but it's kind of funny because when we reorganized last time, also we were pulling stuff out. I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that one. It was in the
Forgot I
back
even had
forever.
that one. That's what happens. That is exactly what happened. So, have you picked up any new pops lately?
No, I do have. I think I'm waiting on it. I hasn't come in yet. Is the people mover Stitch? I did order that,
Oh,
but it
oh,
hasn't come
wait.
in yet.
Did have you already ordered it?
Yeah, I already ordered it.
Yeah, you already ordered that one. I mean, well,
Which I'm
that's a
glad
good thing.
because I got a message like 3 days later saying inventory was getting low on it.
Oh, I think that that's one of those, like,
Could be.
I need you to buy messages is what I
Oh,
take
very,
those at. I take
very
those as
possible.
"Hey, we really need you to come back on the site and pick something up real quick. The inventory is getting low." Because I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but anytime Funko puts their T-shirts on their site, it takes 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it says low inventory, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa," and then it stays like that for another 5 months.
Oh yeah.
So they were like, hold on, how do we trick everybody real quick into thinking that they're flying off the shelves? Oh, just put low inventory on it real quick. I mean, your definition of low and my definition of low could be two completely different things.
Two different things. I know that I've been debating because I've been kind of on a routine of at least ordering one thing a week. And, because you can't let the addiction get too far, and go crazy. I mean, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir half the people here, but um, but then all of a sudden I got an email from Pop in the Box, and they do this like 2 or 3 times a year, where they do 5 pops for $40,
Okay, I mean
which isn't a
that
bad deal, to be
doesn't
honest
seem
with you.
terrible. Are
And
they
so, and
mysteries?
usually it's older ones, but it's like, you know what? I was wanting these back then, and I just didn't get it, type thing.
Right. I don't
So
know. Let's hit that chat up real quick. I see that Pugs and Kisses said hi. How are you doing, Pugs and Kisses? We weren't
that's
ignoring
that.
y'all
Of
over there.
course, we had early in here. We had Jesse Lou Comics and Pops
Sweet. What
in
is
the
up,
house.
brother?
We of course got the Florida Nerd Channel. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you hanging out with us. We've got Wayne's wife, of course, always watching. Always
I
watching.
hey, so as I was trying to get my light set up, I have all of my lights like on an app. So I'm turning and messing with the lights down here, and I'm like, man, why aren't the lights adjusting? And I'm sitting here moving them back and forth, and now my fingers getting quick with like the 100%. What is it, 1%? 1%? I'm like, what is going on?
Now
Why
you
aren't my
now you got to
lights?
get hooked to an Alexa.
I was hooked to the living room. That's what she means by the lights are going crazy. So
Ah.
so the lights must have been going real bright, real dim, real bright. 'Cause I had the finger like this. What is going on?
She's sitting there going, what the hell?
Uh,
Of course, we got Nick Bayer in the house. What's going on, buddy? Of course, that thing what cued the quick start time of buffering, elbow bump. Yeah,
buffering.
we're chatting, and I just
We were
cut Wayne
chatting.
off
We
just
were coming.
in the middle.
We were coming.
Of course, we got Nadia, aka Little Monster from Canada, as well as we got Pugs and Kisses from Canada as well. She is a Donut
What's
Life.
going on?
Actually, another person, I think Florida Nerd Channel is the same way. Both Donut Life and Burger Life members.
I think everybody here right now is channel members. I don't know, but
We
if you're
also, I
not,
think,
you definitely should be. There's links right down in the description below. Go check that out when you have a free minute. I'm sorry, I had to do
I
that shameless plug.
gotta tell Nadia, hey, congratulations. Enjoy your first day at your new job tomorrow.
Congratulations.
That's always a good thing. Who else we got in here? We've got, of course, Simon Crook. Did you know that Simon and Pugs and Kisses are brother and sister?
I did not know that.
Yep.
Did not know that. Runs in the family.
Who else we got here? We've got Zach Bonifer in the house. Always, always, always. Inventory got low, and it's never low at all.
Oh, always low. It's always low. Look,
It's
I it,
always
it
low.
just it just reminds me of the guy that's hustling, right? I mean, the one that's selling the CDs out of his trunk, and he's like, I only got 2 more of these, right? You need to pick one
He's
up
got one
right
other box
now.
sitting in his back seat.
Yeah, he's got a whole case of them in his trunk. He's like, you got to get one this minute if you're gonna miss out.
We
You don't
got
want to
the
miss
one,
out.
the only Bearded Barbarian. He finally figured out our new time slot. It
Uh-oh.
only took him 3 months to do it.
Uh-oh. Mr. Instigator himself.
Exactly. And who else we got in here? We've got F Yo Chicken Strips.
F your chicken strips.
And I think we're caught up
Oh,
for
I'm
now.
I'm I'm sure that Crumb de la Crumb's hiding in the background somewhere.
Probably.
Got to be careful with those two. Might have to put them in time out here at some point.
So what have you got picked up anything new?
I don't know. You know me. I order stuff from Entertainment Earth, and then it trickles in whenever it trickles in. I'm like you though. I try and have it spaced out. Sometimes my spacing's not so good. Dead Zone, how are you doing, brother? Sometimes my spacing is not as good as it should be. I mean, so sometimes it all comes in at one time, which what I feel like is happening at this very moment, which is slightly annoying, to be honest with you. That's the one thing that if Entertainment Earth could fix, I would suggest they
Yeah.
fix is when they give you that estimated release date, it should be a lot closer to the estimate, right? I mean, if you say that it's going to drop on January, well, that's fine. Then don't drop it on December, right? Or don't send it out in
Yeah.
February, right? I
And
mean,
also, all of a sudden in 1 week, I think I've had a 1 week. All of a sudden, they shipped out 4 items. It's
yeah,
like, whoa! I
yeah. I
wasn't
mean,
ready for that
yeah,
one.
all of a sudden I come home from work and there's a package. I'm like, not a big deal. I got this. I come home from work the next day, there's a package. I'm like, still just 2 packages, not a big deal. And then 5 days later, I'm like, what is going on?
Exactly.
And the mailman's like, what are these people doing? I mean, that's how the mailman feels, right? I am
Couple comments real quick. Of course, Bugs and Kisses says family who pop together, stay together. That's a good way to say it. Of course, we got Beer Barbarian, so they kept bumping the time slot for reruns of Alf. So I guess we finally get into that time slot. I'm all right with that. We compete with Alf. I'm all right.
All right.
I
So
do remember watching that show, by the way.
I do remember watching Elf. I liked Elf, to be honest with you.
I don't even know how to say what that is, but
I was trying to figure out exactly how I would say it. It's like wash,
I
whatever,
don't know.
whatever. I'm not even.
But that's a damn good question.
What would I feel about Jesus Christ if he was a Funko? I mean, I would buy it. I mean, I don't know. I would buy the Pope too. So you know, it's I don't know.
Um,
Sounds like a loaded question.
it is. It's a loaded question because there's two things in life I always abide by, and that is you don't talk race, you don't talk politics, you don't talk religion.
Yeah, I mean for
Um,
sure, right? Seems like a loaded question.
because I think everybody's choice is their choice, and that's the way it is. If that's something you want and would see, I think that's something Funko might do. I don't think there's a licensing on Jesus Christ, but
I mean, maybe
um, I don't know.
I have him
Um,
at the end of some of my videos. He's on Fiverr.
he's on Fiverr.
Yeah, I mean you can get him for like
Jesus,
$20. He'll do any intro or outro you want.
I used to know Jesus in California that sold oranges off the corner.
True story, man.
That
I mean,
died dead.
he's
That's
on Fiverr.
true. He was a good guy.
I mean, he's on Fiverr. I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from that one. Seems like a loaded question, but
Yeah.
seems like a loaded
Loaded,
question.
loaded question.
All right, so let's see. I see somebody over there said, "I agree with you." Yeah, I mean, if they would just get like better with their release dates, that would. I mean, that's the one thing I could say. If Entertainment Earth could fix anything, that's the one thing that they could fix. But check this out. Speaking of a
Or at
fixed
least give
income,
you a heads up, because if they give you a heads up in
yeah, like a
advance,
72 hour or something, 48
like
hour.
they have like a 24 or 48 or 72-hour notice, say, hey, your pop's gonna go and ship. That way you have, I mean, I guess they don't want to do it because maybe you don't have it available and you're like, well, I gotta cancel it.
You can't
For
after a while. So after it
oh,
gets
I
so
know after a
close,
while.
yeah, after it gets so close to the release, they won't let you cancel them anymore. I know this because I just recently tried. anyways, anyways. So speaking of a fixed income, Amazon right now has their Disney Pops on sale for 60% off. So if I mean, I
Ooh,
don't
I
know if
didn't
it's
know
still
about that
I
one.
didn't know if it's still
Why didn't you
going on
tell
at
me
this
that?
moment, but earlier when I checked it, it was going on. It was on the Disney. The cart movers or what did you call those? The movers? Is that what you
What?
called those things?
Oh, the people mover.
The people mover. So they had it, their people movers on Disney 60% off. Look, if you're on a fixed income, it's a great way to go pick them up. There's sales like this that happen all the time. So just kind of keep your eyes out there.
Oh
And
my God.
I'm going to bring them to you as I see them. I mean, so if it's out there, I'm gonna try and let you know. Go hit that 60% up though. I mean, I don't order anything from
See,
Amazon.
here's where I like Amazon. I mean, just for me, because I don't have a problem. My delivery driver is usually pretty good, so I don't usually have a problem with damage pops. But here's why I somehow usually, and mind you, I don't know why I haven't ordered more from Amazon. But what's the biggest thing that most people have with places like Entertainment Earth, Pop in the Box, even Funko? You're buying an item for $12 to $15 plus I got to add all the shipping fees and all that stuff. I got Amazon Prime. I get free shipping.
Right.
I like it a lot better.
I'm with you, but are they're 60% off right now? I mean, because earlier they were still
Right now
60% off.
they've got them at $11.99.
Sweet, they're on sale. So there you go. Go pick those up if you got a minute. They're
It
60%
says
off.
that it's a pre-order price guarantee. This item will be released on April 11th,
I
2020.
Anyway, so if you want to pick them up on a budget, go check out Amazon right now. They got you hooked up.
Although I
I
don't look here, I gotta look because if you're gonna buy that as a set, I don't think they have any more of the Stitch People Mover left.
Oh well, nobody really likes Stitch anyways, except me. I really like Stitch.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Stitch.
I really like Stitch. You've been kind of messing me up lately and getting me to collect all the Disney stuff that I didn't think that I'd ever be collecting again. But here recently, I've been picking up more and more of the Disney stuff.
Well, I think for me, beginning into a lot of the Disney stuff and things like that, I've kind of changed a little bit of my focus towards more of Disney stuff and classic Disney. Because there's something great about classic Disney, and for me, the People Mover was really when they see that I want it because it looks like you can almost put them together. It can make for a great display piece out of box if you have all four of them. And I just think it's real cool because for me, the People Mover, For all those you don't know, here's a little bit of Disney knowledge for you. People Mover used to be originally at Disneyland. They was an add-on later on, a few years afterwards at Disney World. However, in the 90s, the People Mover at Disneyland quickly changed to something rockets, and this thing completely screwed up the track, and it's not sustainable anymore. So as much as people petition to bring the People Mover back to Disneyland, it'll never happen unless they completely tear down the old track.
Well, if I had to guess, you're gonna be able to put them together just like the Nightmare Before Christmas. So that Nightmare Before Christmas train set that they made, you could put it together. I mean, it you could take them out of the box and put them together. I thought that was super cool and clever. I'm sure that one's gonna be the same way. You'll be able to take them all out,
Yeah.
link them together.
And it's one of those most relaxing rides. I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan of the People Mover. If anyone Disney fans out here, huge fan of People Mover. You've seen some of my videos. I have taken videos while on the People Mover because it's one of my favorite, most relaxing things to do. Wait, what's this? I buy F40 Amazon, bunch. Get a little. See, I've never gotten a damaged one from Amazon. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it looks like they play rugby with mine. So check this out. Say what?
I say, what do you feel about Bofa Funko? I don't know what that is.
A Bofa Funko. I don't know what a Bofa. I don't. That sounds like a loaded question again too. I'm not going there today. Did you see the new NFT drops that they are coming out with? Did you see that they have teamed up with Warner Brothers and they have now got another NFT line that's about to come out? I'm slightly excited about this NFT line. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm slightly. I'm not gonna get in on it, but I'm slightly excited about it.
You see this face?
I see that face. You want to see what they are?
This is
You
a
definitely
face
want to see what they are.
of non-excitement.
You want to see what they are. You definitely want to see what they are. I got you. Don't you worry.
I still can't believe how much people are paying for that ugly ass Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that Ninja Turtle is atrocious, but I don't honestly believe people are paying that much for it. And we'll talk about that in just a second.
Huh?
Yeah, so they have teamed up with Warner Brothers, and they're going to be bringing a Scooby-Doo, and then they're going to be coming out with Batman. They got a lot of really cool ones that they're going to be coming out.
Well, I think that's probably their only bet to get into a superhero line, because I still really don't think you're ever going to see Disney adding into on this. But I don't know. I don't know. I went back and forth. I was in a chat, I think this weekend, on Lass's channel, and she had a guest on there that was a big NFT person. And you know me, I'm not. I just don't get them. I don't care for them. But you know, I guess if you're in it to make money, I guess that's something good. But I don't know. I don't get it. I think
All right, so we kind of know that the community is basically, I mean, big flippers at the end of the day, right? I mean, everybody has something that they're flipping. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that NFTs would be right on the top of the list. They're doing the 2-packs again. You have the 5-pack that's $9.99. Then you have the premium that's $29.99. I don't know what the difference between the premium and the 5-pack is, because if I do the math and I bought 3 5-packs, I'm paying basically the same thing that if I bought one premium pack for $29.99. They are just in the premium is just over $500,000. And let's do the other one at 9. They're at so they're topping somewhere around $700,000 in making these. There's going to be 1875 of the standard packs and then 1875 of the premium packs.
Sorry, this is probably this person probably left the greatest comment of my feeling on NFT.
I gotta get back over there. I gotta get back over there for this one.
I'd rather crap in my hands and clap than or buy an NFT.
I agree, right? I mean, I agree, but I'm not right at this moment.
That's funny as hell.
So I agree with that statement at this moment, right? But here's where the NFTs are going to shine, and you have to think about this for a minute. So there's a lot of people that are going to this virtual here. Let me get off of this for a second. There's a lot of people that are kind of going to this whole like virtual world, right? And they're
Mhm.
doing their virtual houses, and you have so many like platforms that are coming out with your virtual everything. NFTs have a place in those worlds where you can have your virtual house, you can have your virtual painting, which is the NFT, you can have your virtual art gallery, which is the NFTs, right? I mean, so it has its spot right
What, you
there
want to
right
live in
now.
a Sims life?
That's not, I don't. I mean, but there's people out there that will. I mean, and you have to agree with me on that. There is people out there that will go headfirst in this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that will. I mean, it's just the fact of life, right? I mean, there's some people that'll jump headfirst into this, and they'll love it and they'll enjoy it, and this will work good for those people. Right now, for the rest of us, we don't really know what we're gonna do with them. I do know that they're kind of cool, right? I mean, they're not for me.
Here's where I think as far as NFTs have gone. To be honest with you, it seems like the flippers we had issues with and stuff like that in the past year have seemed to gravitate towards these. Let them gravitate towards these and leave the rest of our drops alone. I'm
Right?
okay with
So
that.
I'm okay with that too, but I want this Scooby Doo, that flying Scooby Doo there that you see. I don't really need the pops in these because I have my own thoughts on that, and I'm going to share that in just a second. I don't really need the what do you call those, the physical pops that you get with these, and I think that's the only way that I can get that NFT right there is it's a physical redemption pop or whatever, and I think that that's all they're showing. Hold on, I think I can click on the Oh, here we go. So they'll give us an inside look at some of them, and the commons are a 48% chance. By the time you get down into the NFT lottery and you get into the uncommons, your chances become just probably about as bad as getting hit by lightning. I mean, the rare you have a 14% chance of getting a rare, an epic you have an 8% chance of getting an epic. The legendary is where you're going to get the redeemable pops. You have a 1.65 chance, which means you have to spend somewhere around $300 to be guaranteed to get a physical redeemable pop, and that to me
Crazy,
is just
crazy.
insanity, right? I mean, that's somewhere around insanity. So, and then the grail is a 0.27, and I didn't that's worse than any odds that I've seen. I thought that the 1.65 was the worst odds that they had. The Grail is by far the worst odds of all. Now you know that you can collect all of these guys, and then you get some kind of Funko Freddy. That if you collect all of them, I would imagine that it costs you a small fortune though to collect all of them. I mean, by the time that you picked up every one of them on a wax platform or one of those platforms, I would imagine you just have a god awful amount of money into it.
I mean, if you're into them, I mean, best of luck to you. For the rest of us that live in the realistic world, yeah, I just don't. I don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't understand it. Um, I'm not. Just like a lot of people are in here for that are understanding. I'm not. I'm not. I don't collect pops and have my collection to solely sit here and flip things. Do I have pops that I sell on eBay? Sure. Those are old items that I got in mystery boxes that I just didn't care for. Um, or I mean, I don't even down anybody that does like an auction, to wind down some of their things. But if your only goal in life is to flip, then hey, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Because you don't know whether that item is going to be worth anything in the end. I mean, yes, there are people buying that really ugly heat trace Ninja Turtle, whatever the hell it is, for lots of money. Do I see that bottoming out big time? Yes, I see that eventually bottoming out. But I don't. I think they're a waste of time. And I'm never going to see that any differently.
I
To be
agree
honest.
with you, and but you still have to admit that some of them are pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty cool. So Nick here says that he'd spend his money on a lottery ticket. This is a lottery. Now, Funko's not calling it a lottery because at the point that
It is gambling.
right, because then it becomes gambling, and gambling becomes a whole new set of laws and rules. So what they did to get around the skirting of gambling, they don't put a physical price on the pop. If they were to say this pop's going to cost you X amount of dollars, and even if those X amount of dollars were in shipping, that's why they don't charge you for shipping. Even if those X amount of dollars were in shipping, then it becomes a gambling system, and that's why we have always called it on this live the NFT lottery. It will always be the NFT lottery because that's what it is. At the end of the day, it is a lottery. But I seen a comment here that says that these are not NFTs, and this is kind of this funny thing that they've kind of pulled the wool over a lot of people's eyes. These are the copy of the actual NFT. So this is not the actual NFT. This is a copy of the actual NFT. So it's, and I don't really know how that works. You're going to have to watch some of the other channels that know exactly like the brains behind that. JKL is a good one to check out. They're not actually NFTs. They're the copy of an NFT. It's super like super weird, super weird stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I just don't get them. Like I said, best of luck if you're into them. I just know there's a lot of people like me who are just you're never gonna talk them into it.
Yeah, I mean those are going to drop on the 29th though, so if that's something that you want to go check out, definitely go check that out. Do you have a box? I have an Entertainment Earth box sitting here.
I have, you know what? In fact, while you opened up that one, I'm going to give people an option. Out of my huge pile, I finally have dwindled it down to 3 boxes left. I have a single box that has 1 pop in it. I have a box that I think has 3 pops in it. And I've got this ginormous box sitting here that I don't know how many pops are in it. It was part of what they sent me. So I'm going to give it to you guys. Which one you guys want to see? The single pop, I think this other smaller box, the 3 pops, or the really big box. It's up to you. I'll open up either one. I don't know what's in them.
I mean, I'm always down for the big box. I mean, that's where I'm at with life. I'm down for the big box. I really don't know what's in this one. This is another one of those strange ones.
But you got 2 items in there.
Oh, I got.
You're not supposed to open that one up yet?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They're going to be 2 of these guys. So these are going to be the Mandalorian. You've probably seen this one last weekend.
I was gonna say, didn't you just open that one up last week?
I'm body harvesting. So it's some head harvesting that I got going on here. So it's I ordered a few of these guys. This is another one that came in. He's going to be number 345 out of the group. Now I'm calling these the what are they called? The holographic, because you know they have the holographic Yoda. They have a few other the holographics, Obi-Wan. These are really cool. Now I don't know if you've seen these like glow. I really haven't done a full review on one of these yet. The glow on them is pretty amazing, especially compared to some of the glow you're seeing out there here lately. Some of the glow out here.
And Nick, don't worry about it. A lot of people have surprisingly said that. Eventually, you come around and realize I'm right about pretty much everything. It's okay.
What do you mean?
You eventually get there.
What do you mean?
Said I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I agree with Tech.
What's that?
What are we the NFT thing?
Oh, I mean, they're not for everybody, and I'm not a huge collector of the NFTs. It's a lottery system, and I don't believe in gambling a whole lot. I mean, at the end of the day, it is just a lottery system. They are showing 12 of them on the back of this box. We know that they never show the commons. They only ever show the commons on there. You're not going to see the store exclusives. You're not going to see the chases. You're not going to see any of the limited runs. You're just going to see the comments on the back of the box. They still haven't put an extra window in, even though they should. This is really next to my red Mando. This is probably one of my favorite Mandos so far. I mean, next to the red Mando. Last time I heard harvest, I mean, got a head harvest a little, just a little. Every once in a while, we got a head harvest.
So let me get these boxes. I'm going to show you guys too, real fast.
I would get him glowing, but it doesn't do it justice in this camera right here. So I'm gonna have to do a video.
Maybe I'll do a short. Chase those.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a short or something just so that I can just so that you can get a good view of him.
I've got it's very quiet. We got a single box. Don't know what's in there. And these are Disney's from Pop in the Box. I think there's 3 pops in there. And then I got this big old thing.
I'm going for the big box. Look, I'd love to like go big, so I'm just gonna go with the big box.
That's what y'all say.
Found this channel. Hey, look, I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate you. Let's see. Quick draw says, yeah, you know, I was a really huge Scooby fan. I mean, so I was a really huge Scooby fan. Throw a comment over there. Let him know which box you want to open. I say big box, but y'all are gonna have to start throwing comments over there. Let Chris know real quick which one we're opening.
Yeah, I know a couple people said big box earlier.
Big box. That's
Big
right.
box.
That's it.
All right.
Florida
seen
nerds got
nothing
my
but
back.
big
Big
box.
box.
All right.
What we got? What do you think's in there?
I had no idea. I got this, mind you. This is just going to give you an idea of, I stopped it for now. I may do it again, but this was part of my 3 pop from Pop in the Box. I know it's Disney because my wife was opening these a lot to at least mark them because I was getting Disney and Marvel, so that way I know. So I know it's Disney. She's looked in it, but I haven't. And but yeah, so there should be 3 pops in this box.
3 pops in it. That's what I'm talking about. Chase, what's going on, brother?
Oh Jesus!
Chase said it's going to be Batman in the box. No, that's Quick Draw said Batman.
All right.
What do we got?
Go with the first one. We got a Jasmine pop. I think this is this is the scene ones.
Yeah.
So we got a Jasmine pop. I've got
that face though. All right, what you got?
I've got a Lilo with Pudge.
Who?
Don't have that one. And this is probably why it's in a ginormous box.
Oh, got a big Stitch.
I got a 10-inch Stitch.
Big Stitch.
That's kind of cool though. And
makes me wonder.
I know you don't like the backgrounds very much, but he's kind of got like a beach background.
Hey, the backgrounds are okay. They're okay. You know, I told you my only problem with the backgrounds, they add no value to the physical pop itself.
No, I agree with you.
I mean, it just depends though if you're keeping it as an in the box collection or an out of the box collection. I mean, it just depends on what you're doing with it, right?
I might actually have to take this to work and take it out of the box. We'll see. I keep threatening people because I think I took my zombie Black Panther to work and he's out of the box on my shelf, and I keep telling him, if you keep coming in my office and annoying me, my zombie Black Panther is going to curse you.
He's going to curse you. I don't know if I do telling people that one. He says you're going to get cursed. It is going to curse you. So Funko just recently opened a new store inside of the Seattle airport.
Have you seen all on the West Coast. What the hell?
Have you seen that yet?
No.
They're calling it the Soda Pop is what they are calling it. It is the Soda Pop. Pop in all caps. Soda in all lowercase. It's kind of strange, but they got this really cool Funko Freddy that's probably like 4 foot tall. He's like this surfing. It should come home to me. I don't know how I make one of those come home to me, but I'm gonna try and figure it out.
I think they do better by spreading out. I mean, I understand keeping your Funko stores limited, because especially if you get Funko store items and keep it exclusive, I think that's great. But you got to spread these out. I mean, you got one in California, you got, of course, up in Washington. Bring some to Orlando, bring some to New York or something. I mean, I swear to God, you do great at those, and I mean, they do just as well as Hollywood was. I mean, I don't know what the holdup is by not opening up more, main stores. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't even know, and I'm not even speculating, to be honest. It makes me wonder if they plan on doing away with maybe the HQ there in Seattle. It kind of made me like start thinking about different things and different scenarios and what was going on. But then I just decided to not put that much thought process in it because it's Funko, and we all know that Funko is going to do whatever it is Funko does.
They don't really seem to make a ton of sense sometimes, but hey, it is
right.
what it is.
That's right. That's why I didn't put too much thought into it. I thought if I put too much thought into this, then they're going to do something crazy, and it's not going to be at all what I thought was going on. So I just didn't put too much thought into it.
They never do. Never seems to really make a ton of sense what they do half the time.
Well, that's kind of the problem, is they do all of this crazy stuff, and none of us really know what it is they're doing or why they're doing it or what's going on with it or any of that stuff. Did you get a chance to see the Funko sodas that they just released?
No,
Okay, so
I've
I
been
say
out of the
just
loop for a
I
little
say
while.
just released. So these guys were released probably last week is when I want to say that these guys were released. It was somewhere right around in there. Let me get this one pulled up real quick.
I know they started releasing more golds. The slash one is actually pretty damn cool. That's the only one that I've pretty much seen from the golds. I've been kind of like, oh wow, that one's actually pretty awesome, especially the chase of it.
So I think that the slash one is really the only one that I would get out of the Funko Golds. Hey Simon, I truly appreciate you, brother. Let me reach over here and grab my drink. I did bring a drink today. I don't know how I remembered it though. Cheers. Still drinking my hard stuff here. Watch this. Watch this. One of my favorite things to do. Appreciate you, brother. So I'm not really into the Funko Golds. I wanted to get behind that line more than anybody else. I wanted that line to be the crossover from Funkos to Sideshow, right? I mean that
Yeah.
is I wanted that to be the crossover. And it's not. I mean it's not the crossover. It's not going to be the crossover. They all have this crazy same face. Even if you look at Slash and you look at the rest of them, there's not a whole lot that's
Well, the only
distinguishable.
thing that's really distinguished if you can get the chase of Slash, which is the skull, which is
Right.
pretty cool. But
Right, but all of their faces have this flat like look to it, and then
they
they
all
they
kind of
all
look
had
the
this.
same. You could
Yeah,
interchange the heads and still be the same thing.
they all have this strange box appearance to them that I can't get behind, and I wanted to get behind it really badly.
Ah,
I wanted to get behind it. So they just released, and I say just released. These were released like last week. They're sold out now on Entertainment Earth. You can't go pick them up at this moment. But they are coming out with more Star Wars stuff so that you can see they
yeah, I
got
saw
the.
they released. Because what was it? We originally talked. They released the Boba and the Luke early, and then of course shortly afterwards you had them releasing the Darth Vader, which again I think it would have been cooler if they would the first two Star Wars would have been Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. I think that would have been a cooler setup type thing.
All right,
Um,
so they
but
came out with Luke. They came out with Boba Fett and Luke. That was the week before they came out with these. Those sold out really fast. Then they came out with the Darth Vader, which is going to be a 20,000 piece run, but we know that that's just in the United States, so that's kind of it's kind of garbage. The Stormtrooper's a 1,500 piece set, which means he's probably a 200,000 piece set. The Killer Clown is a 10,000 piece set. The Sock Monkey is a 8,500 piece set. The Samurai, I don't know who Samurai Jack is. He's a 12,500 piece set. George from the Jetsons is a 10,000 piece set, and Cowboy Bebop. I don't. It sounds like that's
yeah,
from Adult Swim.
that's an anime.
Yeah, Adult Swim. So that's a 1,200 piece set. That's a box lunch exclusive. So out of all of those, the only one that has an exclusive is going to be the box lunch, which is going to be that whatever that was, that Cowboy Bebop, which must be that female. I'm just gonna assume that's what's going on there. Kind of confusing, but anyways, they're all sold out. I mean, if you can still go find them somewhere, I think Pop in the Box still has the Sock Monkey, the Jetson, and maybe the Cowboy, but that's it. The rest of them have kind of sold out everywhere. I'm sitting on one of those stupid like wait to get notified if they release again. I mean, so if they release again, and that's I don't know if you know this, but you can actually do that on Entertainment Earth. When they sell out, you can click on the little heart above it and it'll ask you if you want to be notified if it releases again, because as people cancel their orders, as we know they do, right? So as people cancel orders, they will throw them back on the site. They will let you know that it's out there, and first come first serve. I didn't know if you knew that. They're kind of cool. I ain't kind of cool. I like to have the Vader and the Stormtrooper.
That'll work. That'll work.
I,
Like I said, I think there's also one that they did that's not on here. That they I don't know if they released it with that group, but there was a Kong one. that I did see that did release. I don't know if it's part of this grouping though.
King Kong and Godzilla. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's not a Godzilla. It's just a Kong.
All right, so they did the Kong, and I want to say, yeah, they did both of those not too long ago.
Yeah,
Not
and
too
then
long ago they did
but
both of
out
those.
of this set, I would probably go for George. I mean, I think George is pretty. That's a classic Hanna Barbera character with George Jetson. I mean, who didn't like the Jetsons growing up? I mean, trying to imagine a futuristic world. Sad part is, I think we've actually reached the time frame that they were actually lived in, or close to it. But we still don't have flying cars, and but. Yeah, like I said, I think that's a classic one. I know that with the Star Wars ones coming out, I know our buddy JKL is going to be in deep trouble because I know he tries to collect every Star Wars thing out there. And if they're already releasing 4, they're going to just keep on going with it. They're probably going to see like 6 different versions of Darth Vader. We're going to see every different variant of a stormtrooper at some point. I mean, they're just, if they got the okay to license the Star Wars with the baubles, then they're gonna just manhandle and just take it over. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I think.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know that we're about to see all of the Star Wars characters. They're all coming now. I mean, it's just a matter of time before we see them all. Some of them are going to be like really valuable, like the Boba Fett. I think is one of them that's going to go way up in price. The Darth Vader will probably hang out at a decent price. I mean, especially the Chase variant. The rest of those, maybe not so much. Maybe the Killer Clown's going to go way up because he has a huge following as well. I think that this line, they're coming out with some really good sodas. I mean, I have to give them credit on that. I'm still holding to my. I'm upset at the idea that I can go buy these overseas and they still say 8,500 piece set. I mean, I can go get them from Asia. They still say 8,500 piece set. You could pick them up from Russia, still have an 8,500 piece set. I'm still a little upset at the fact that 8,500 piece that doesn't really mean 8,500 pieces. That just means that they got away with doing that because that's only 8,500 in the United States. And if we're being honest, how do we know that they release more than 8,500 pops to begin with? I mean,
We don't at all.
we don't, right? I mean, so for all we know, that was always the average run, right? I mean, and then they just kind of put it on a package and gobbled it up to the rest of
And
the
we all
community,
just sat
right?
there and believed it.
Well, I mean, because me and Collecting Plastics was talking one day, and me and him were just kind of talking about how many people we believe are active in the Funko community at a given day, right? So at any given day, how many people are really active in the community? Now, I feel like he was a right on point because he's been in this game for a long time, right? So him and Top Pop started off at the same time. He's currently friends with Top Pops, right? So I mean, he knows all of these people. His estimate was somewhere around 4 to 6,000 people is what you have active on any given day. I mean, so if you think in that logic, right? I mean, if you think in that logic, that was probably the run the whole time. Right? That was probably every one of their runs, and then they kind of tricked us by throwing a number on it. I'm super
Yeah.
excited that they came out with those though, and I know that there's going to be a lot of people in the community that are gobbling them up. I mean, because I couldn't get my hands on them.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I still kind of sit by my point of, I think the sodas are creative and they're fun, but I don't know, they to me personally, I've kind of lost my kind of, you know drive for the sodas, just because I think either so many people do them, or I just, to me, they just, I don't know what it is about them. I don't flock to them anymore. I would rather flock towards a regular pop, and the 3-inch pop, or a 10-inch or something like that, than the sodas, to be honest with you. And that's just my God's honest opinion.
I kind of feel the same way you do at this moment. There, with the exception of there's a few of them that I would have liked to have gotten my hands on, like the Boba Fett. But talking about the Boba Fett, they are going to be releasing the Diecast Boba Fett coming up here
So there's
soon.
gonna be a Chase
This
diecast.
is going to be the first diecast that has a Chase variant. Look, hear me out. This Chase variant to me is extremely weak because all they did is not paint it. I mean, so
Oh yeah, that's got to be creative. Let's just do something different. Let's make a Chase and just don't color it.
no paint. is exactly what happened there. They said, "Hey, we're gonna make it, but we're gonna call it a chase, and we're gonna save money by not putting any paint on it."
At that point, to be honest with you, if I ordered this, you know, I just would want the common, and if I got the chase, I'd be pissed off.
So here's my question:
That's my opinion.
at $50 a pop. Now I'm with you. I would like the common version of this. I would like the chase version. But if you got the common version, all you'd have to do is like put him in some paint thinner to take the paint off, and then you have the chase variant. Just heads up if somebody hits you up and says, "I got my $200 diecast, I'll sell you right now, and it's a chase variant." They probably used some acetone and took the paint off.
Could
I
be,
mean,
could be. Yeah, I mean that
just
just
heads up.
uses too many options. I mean, mind you, from that picture, it looks like it's got like a crushed look to it, I guess. But I don't know.
I really
That's
don't
Boba.
think
That's not
so.
Mando.
Looking at it, I really, truly, and honestly believe that they just didn't put any paint on it, right? They just didn't.
That's another.
Oh, they didn't, did they?
But would have made that so much cooler. I would agree. I mean, you're getting a lame die cast because they didn't even paint it, but they didn't even etch Chase onto the box.
God, I guess I didn't think about that. They could have easily etched Chase on there, and then it would have taken away what I was just
All that
saying a
no,
minute
see,
ago.
if you go back to the outside box, that's where you're getting the sticker. That's where your sticker is going to be.
Oh,
I
so
watch. I guarantee it.
I doubt it. I bet it's not. I bet that they let you open it up, and so they did miss an opportunity there. They could have easily etched it in there, but then that would have
Now
taken
that
away.
that might have been cooler if they actually etched it in there.
It would have been, but it took away the fact that I'm telling you, there's going to be some people out there that are going to take their common, they're going to take the paint off of it, and then they're going to call it the chase variant. You watch what I tell you. I've already seen it. I could see this happening all over the community where they're like, yeah, absolutely, you should pick this one up, and it's so just buyer beware when you
And
go to
Chase,
pick
I
these
do
up.
agree with you. I think that's a more chromed. It's not really a pewter, but I think it's more chrome than anything. Just straight chrome. But I think it was more of a mistake, and they decided to, just like with I don't know. I just, I know Chase is. He's already said he's going to be ordering two. But at this point, you know, if I ordered that one, I'd be wanting the common. And if I got the Chase, I'd be probably pissed off. Although I probably wouldn't have a problem trading it with somebody, but it's still.
Do you want me to tell you how I think the chase came about?
Hmm.
So somebody was sitting there, probably much like us, and they just put together the one straight off the press. So they just grabbed one, put it together, no paint, no nothing. They just put it together, and they said, "Man, that looks pretty cool." And they said, "Yep, there's a chase variant." I mean,
Probably,
I'm
probably.
telling you, that's what happened. Somebody put it together and said, "Man, that looks pretty. That could stand by itself." And they said, "Yep, that's a chase variant." But I wanted to show that one because my next question to everybody was going to be something that Chase has already answered, and there's 12 other people over there that have not answered this one. So I would like to hear from at least a couple of you. How many of y'all are going to buy more than one of these? Because at $50 a piece, I'm not balling like that. I can't ball out like that. And then my odds is I'd get two chases and I wouldn't get a common, and then I wouldn't be able to buy a common. I'm not balling like that. So I would like to grab one of them. However, I think that this is going to be one of them that's really hard to get your hands on though, because they have let it sit on their site now for like a week that it's coming soon, just kind of building the anticipation. I think that it's going to be extremely hard to get my hands on. The one thing that I noticed about this one that doesn't make any sense though is the fact that it says '01. I don't know how you could have Diecast Pops '01 twice, right? Because I have
Well, yeah, and it's not like you're saying, well, okay, well, that was Marvel. Well, no, you had DC and Marvel in that last run, so that doesn't really make a ton of sense either.
I'm confused on how they went back to number one. I'm really confused on that one because, like you just said, they every one of them so far has been one, two, three, four. to where it's at today, and then we went back to one. Captain, in my eyes, is still going to be number one. I don't think that I'll let that one go.
See,
I
I would like to eventually find a captain still. Right now, the only other one that would really excite me if I was a diecast would be a Spider-Man.
well, I mean, we know we're gonna see Spider-Man. I mean, it's just a matter of time before we do. And these diecast pops do hit a little different than your normal pop, but it's because of paint looks better on metal, and I don't know if that makes any sense. But you notice it a lot when you're painting things. If you've ever really painted a lot of things like model cars and different things, when you paint metal versus plastic, it just looks different, right? It just has a different look to it. I mean, so it's going to be
Yeah,
really
and
really
I think
interesting.
Chase, I bet you anything they're playing this off as number one because it's now the Star Wars line.
Yeah, but it
Um,
doesn't it doesn't say that though on there. Here, I'm gonna see if I can get a closer picture of what it says. It just says pop diecast, right? It doesn't say that it's pop Star Wars diecast or pop
but I
movie
bet you that
diecast.
that's what they're. I bet you anything that's what they're basing it off of, though.
Right. I understand all of that, but it doesn't make any sense. That thought process is flawed, right? Because it says pop diecast. And it doesn't you would have to have a different line in my eyes to have two number ones,
Yeah,
right? It would have to be a completely different line. You'd have to say, "Oh, this is pop diecast movies." Right, or this is pop diecast Star Wars, or this is pop die. You just can't have pop diecast, right? I
yeah. I
mean,
think they
'cause
need a little bit more edging to be put into there somewhere at some
right.
point.
Right. You just can't have two number ones, right? It you know me, right? I want to have 1 through 10 of everything.
Well, I agree. I agree, and especially now, this is adding a whole nother set to this. But again, this brings another whole deal is because now that they're doing Star Wars now, is this diecast going to be a bobble or
They
is a
are
question?
bobbleheads. They are going to be bobbleheads. Let me see if I can find a picture of this one. We know that the sodas are bobbleheads. I am just about 100% sure if I can like get this one to pull in some. Let's see. I'll do it on my phone real quick. So if I am just about 100% sure, if you will like zoom in on that a little, you'll see that it's gonna have bobble on there somewhere. But I have it right here. So let me just screenshot it real fast and zoom in, but I am just about 100% sure that that's going to say bobble.
Yeah, Chase says yeah, bobblehead on a stand.
Yeah, I am just about 100% sure that it's going to say bobble, but if I screenshot it, I'll be able to zoom in a little. Let's see. Diecast, it does not say bobble on there. Okay, so it does not. So here's the thing with that. They're I don't, their license agreement in the Star Wars was for bobbleheads, but I don't necessarily know that if it's a diecast, if that falls under the same umbrella. They probably had to get a whole nother license agreement for that.
Could be, and that's why maybe it took a while before they did it. You know, it took them a while to figure it out or figure out how to do it. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
It does not say bobble on the plastic case either. It says diecast collectible. I mean, it doesn't say bobble anywhere, so I'm willing to bet that this one's not going to be a bobblehead. A bobblehead that won't bobble. I mean, that's normally how that works, right? They're bobbleheads that don't bobble. But I mean, this is a really
That's gonna
cool
be a
one.
heavy bobble though. With that,
I
the diecast got weight to them.
I can't see it being a bobblehead. It doesn't say it anywhere on the box. It doesn't say it anywhere on the plastic. I'm willing to bet that it's not a bobblehead.
Hmm.
I
I don't
mean,
know. I think it's got to be a bobblehead somehow.
I bet it's
But
not a
I think we're just gonna have to wait until to see what actually happens when it comes out. I mean, that's the
yeah. I
only thing
mean,
I can
we're
think
we're
of.
definitely gonna have to wait and see what happens with this one because we're not gonna know until they come out with it.
Now, uh, did you hear? Since we got Star Wars on the mind, I did hear this today, and I want to hear your impression. I don't know how it's being placed or anything like that. Now I know this is Boba Fett, but let's talk Mando. Mando season 3. It has been leaked that Christopher Lloyd is joining the cast of Mandalorian season 3.
Who? I don't even know who that is.
Christopher Lloyd,
Who is
classic
Christopher Lloyd?
actor. You know, he's Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah, I know Doc Brown.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd. He's apparently supposed to be joining the cast of Mando season 3. What he's playing, they won't say anything yet. Um, but I mean, it could be interesting. Who? Come on, you guys! All you guys don't know who Christopher Lloyd is. Y'all are killing me.
I seriously didn't know who Christopher Lloyd was, so I was trying to read. Did they announce what he was going to be doing?
No, they didn't know. So people are speculating. There is speculations as to um, what he could be, but I mean, it's all speculation. But only thing that they had, what was it? I just found it brought up another thing on it. It says previously notable guest stars on Mandalorian have included Nick Nolte. These are more guest stars, so I don't know if he's just going to be a guest star or anything. But yeah, did get leaked that he will be in season 3. As what, I don't know.
So, did you see that Samuel L. Jackson is also supposedly gonna be in The Mandalorian? Did you catch that one too?
Yeah, but Samuel L. Jackson already was in Star Wars.
I didn't know that. What part of Star Wars was he in?
He was Mace Windu from. He was in the first episodes 1, 2, and 3. But we never knew if he actually died because he was basically tossed out the window when he was fighting the Emperor.
Oh, I didn't know that. Anyways, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
it was an assumption that he got tossed out the window and he died, but no, there was never a fact to it either way. So I mean, and the thing is with Samuel L. Jackson playing in it, he was the only Jedi that had the purple lightsaber.
It
I don't think
says
anybody
nothing
else
to me.
held the purple lightsaber.
That says nothing to me. It's a purple
We
lightsaber.
need JKL here. Come on, man.
It said nothing to me. Purple lightsaber.
Purple lightsaber. He's the only one to wield the purple lightsaber. What's
Said
up,
nothing.
Les?
Nothing to me is what that said. So check this out. This is going to be part of the Funko Gold that you were talking about earlier. They have Run DMC that's coming out.
Faces all look alike.
I mean, I don't know how you feel about Run DMC. They do have this face that looks exactly the same, no matter how you look at it. I think it's the eyes, to be honest with you. I don't. I think that they just
Could be.
mess. I think it's the eyes. I think when you're looking at them, the eyes mess you up.
I do like this, and maybe because you don't have eyes in this.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Now I think this one takes on a little bit of a different like look because you don't have the eyes. They have the sunglasses there. You don't have those little round like beady
Right.
eyes that are just
But I
kind
like
of
this
looking
because
strange.
he's got it with his top hat. It's got the classic fro hair that he has, and of course, I love that they gave him the gold Les Paul
Yeah, he has that
guitar
gold
to
Les Paul.
play.
I'm
I
impressed
think,
you knew what a Les Paul was.
come on, man!
I'm impressed. I am impressed at this moment that
I
you know
used
what
to
a Les
be
Paul
in
is.
rock bands when I was growing up. I know what a Les Paul is.
So it's really cool that they have him with the Les Paul. I don't know that he ever played with the Les Paul, but they have him standing there with it. This is a really cool one. Now I don't know that I will be like breaking any doors down to go find it. This is the 5-inch version, which
Yeah, I'm not gonna go searching for it, but if I found it in the store, I might consider.
if I find it in the store, I'm looking for the Chase variant. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
big
just
time.
honest, right? I mean,
And again, here you go again with the sports one. I mean, other than the hair, that faces are exactly the same.
I was hoping that I could click on it maybe to enlarge it a little. Now that I am looking at them, it has to be the eyes, right? The eyes kind of give you the same appearance across every single one of them because they're the same shape, the same size, the same everything. It has to be the eyes that are messing you up. And then they all have this like strange, like constipated look as well. I mean, so that kind of messes it up too.
Mhm. No, Chase. The only other one that would be pretty awesome if they did do a gold was do a what's his name? It was one of the best artwork Les Pauls ever. Was Zach Wild? If they did a Zach Wild gold, and had him with his custom, well known Les Paul. Oh man, I would probably jump on that one.
Speaking of sports, real quick before we go much further, I hear that y'all are getting Tom Brady back. Y'all should be excited about that.
Chases. I was on the phone. I this is funny because I heard about this. I think when I was in the movies watching the Batman, I saw the notification, and then I was chatting with, of course, Chase afterwards, and his wife came in and told him about the news, and he was freaking out. I'm like, yeah, I already heard about it during the movie. He goes, and you didn't tell me. I was like, no.
So, well, I'm gonna tell you the scary thing about Tom Brady is he's getting older now, and he probably needs to retire. I know that he's not ready to, but you know when you
What's
start,
what's funny about it is you think about it, he retired for 2 months, and all of a sudden, oh, no football, no preparation for football or anything like that, and spending time with family. Oh no, I gotta get back to
he said, "I
football.
think I'm going back." Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but now when you get hit, I mean, the older you get, the more you get hit, the more injuries you have. You know, that's kind of what happened to Tom, not Tom Brady. I was about to say Tom Brady. I it totally missed his name. Brett Favre. You know, Brett Favre would have probably continued to play football forever, but he started getting injuries and they wouldn't heal.
Yeah, but I think the difference between Brady and Favre is the fact that Brady actually whatever regimen he's doing, he's been able to find the fountain of youth, and he's been able to even get to a point where if he does take a hit, he can get right back up. Injuries have not been a big deal with him since I'm sorry, since he got Alex Guerrero after his injury back in 2000. 2000, I can't remember. Since he took that yeah, I think it was like 2012 when he had that whole season off. Since then, he hasn't had a problem.
I
Um,
I don't
I,
know.
I again am not I'm a Patriots fan. If anyone doesn't like him, I don't care.
It's whatever.
Um,
It's
but
whatever. So, what do you
he's
think
not
about
my.
this Chase variant? I thought I'd pull him up, look
I
at the
think it's
Chase variant.
weak, to be honest with you. The fact that the only difference is he has his space helmet on. I think that's just kind of weak, to be
What do
honest.
you mean? They put a space helmet on him. That was okay, right?
But
I mean, what was that?
they put a
That's
bubble over his head.
they just
That's
they
all
just
they
put a
did.
bubble
And
over his head. So this is one of those killer clowns from the outer space. I'm
oh
sure
yeah,
that this was
killer clowns. Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
sure that
mean,
this was some
I
kind of
think
Adult
see
Swim.
that's a little bit more collectible right there because I think both of them, like the classic one is cool, and then you got a black light one that's also pretty cool. So that to me, you're not gonna be able to weigh that, I don't think, but I think that's cool. They're different enough to make it cool.
What's up, pops? Good to see you, brother. I'm with you. I like them when they go with the different paint schemes. You know that's something that I'm a fan of because you can't weigh it. I mean, you take the ability to weigh it out, right? When you start like just changing the paint scheme, you can't weigh it. You can't cheat the system. If you get a chase, you get a chase. If you don't, you don't. I like those. Here we
Oh,
go with the sock monkey. I don't know what a sock monkey is. It's
oh,
pretty cool looking.
and by the way, I am ignoring you, Chase, because Edelman will never play. He's a Patriot for life. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I know he was practicing with Brady, but that's okay. But Sock Monkey, I would have rather, to be honest with you, as far as Sock Monkey goes, I would have liked to see more of a classic Sock Monkey look instead of
What is a
just
classic sock monkey look?
he's more of gray,
What?
brown or gray coloring, and then of course has resemblance of actually being a sock.
Did you have a sock
Um,
monkey?
I didn't have a sock monkey. No,
Who had a sock monkey? How many people had a sock monkey?
I didn't. That one I didn't have.
Somebody's had to have had a sock monkey. How many
But
how many
I
of us
know what the
didn't?
classic one looks like, and I'm kind of disappointed that the only thing you did on this was make two different colors and put the face of the sock monkey all over the body. That's just laziness to me.
What do you mean that's not laziness? That's the new way we do stuff. Why would you
Yeah,
say
it's
such
a new.
things?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. We need some more thumbs up going on at this moment, though. I noticed that we don't have enough thumbs up over there.
Hey,
I
Simon, don't encourage him over there. By the way, he doesn't need any more encouragement. I'm not in stage 2 denial.
He is in stage 2 denial. I totally agree with y'all. Stage 2 de what are we in stage 2 denial about?
Sports.
I thought they were talking about Robert
Because
Fight.
I knew Chase at some point was going to message me because there's videos on Brady's Twitter feed or something where he's out practicing with Julian Edelman, who is retired. from the Patriots, and Julian Edelman said himself he will be a Patriot forever, and that's it. He has a job. He works for NFL Network. He's not coming back.
So far, Chase's sister had a sock monkey. Zach, I don't know if Zach's saying he had a sock monkey or if he had something that was close. I see it. He had
Mr.
something that was
Sacco
really
is the
close to it.
closest
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
I
what
see
your
that.
Mr. Sacco was.
Yes, Zach. I finally got the package out to Simon. Simon has a lot of patience. I appreciate you, brother. Finally got that. Finally
They
got that
all have
package out.
very, very good patience, and
Yes,
yeah.
it took me a while, but hey, in my defense, there's if you haven't went over to Simon's channel and subscribed to his channel, and if he's gonna open this package live or on a video, it's gonna be the first one that he's uploaded. But go subscribe to his channel just in case he does open it live because there's something in that package that there's only 3 of. So there's only 3 of them, and he has one of 3
Is this why you're
right
head
now.
harvesting?
It's not while I was head harvesting. It's something that I'd been working on forever, and I still haven't been able to quite jump past the prototypes the stage, and I've kind of just been fighting with it. And I've had 3 of them sitting around, and I thought, I'm going to start sending these off to you guys, and I was sending Simon the package, and I wanted to send him something that was a little bit more personal than maybe just sending him a pop or just sending because Simon hooked me up with some really cool candy. He hooked you up too, right? I mean, if I remember
Mm-hmm.
correctly, he hooked me up with some cool stuff that seemed to me very personal, right? In nature. It wasn't like somebody just threw stuff in a box and sent it to you. So I wanted to return the favor by sending him something that was equally as personal. So he'll get one of 3, which his is 1. So he'll have the one of 3. I still have the other 2 of 3 that I'm going to send out to some other people here soon. We'll see how that goes down, but I'm hoping that he opens it. I'd like to see his reaction on that one. I think that it'll be a lot of fun. I did
Yeah,
not have
I'm subscribed, I believe.
I did not have one. If you can throw his you're a mod over here, right?
Somebody throw up his
Yeah, Chase, throw up Simon's link for us real quick if you got a minute, brother. We'd appreciate you. I mean, we appreciate all of y'all, but we'd appreciate you if you'd throw that out there. Get everybody over there to sub to Simon's channel real quick. That way, when he gets his package, he can open it up and he can show y'all. And then I've got 2 more of them that I'm gonna send out at some point. It'll probably be some random giveaway, and then I'll send them out on one of my lives or something like that. I mean, we'll get it
also
worked out.
if Chase, if you throw that up, don't forget to throw up a link to yours for your Saturday show, because those are always fun as
The
well.
best Saturday show on the pop community at this moment. The best Saturday show in the pop
I know I
community.
felt bad because it was one of those it was one of those Saturdays this week where you get up and you kind of hanging around with family, and also next thing I know it's like friggin' 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot Chase's video altogether. I usually try to partake in his video, his Saturday show, but I completely missed it.
I have been missing it now for probably a month. It's my schedule got changed, and when my schedule got changed, everything got disrupted for a while. When my schedule starts to level back out, I will get back into the groove. I've been missing it. I've noticed though that the few times that I missed it, he had a lot of people there. I mean, he's doing really good with that. But we knew he would, right? We knew
Exactly.
he was going to do really good with that one. I've never had a sock monkey. Don't know what a sock monkey is. This one's going to be this is not the Bebop cowboy.
Samurai Jack. This
What
is
is this?
Samurai Jack.
This is
I know
Samurai
nothing
Jack.
about this, so I don't know what the distinction is between the two, but I guarantee you this is one you're going to be able to weigh.
Well, I mean, she went from cave woman to deadly ninja.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Samurai
I mean, what happened? How did we have such a dramatic change?
Jack. I don't know.
Huh.
If somebody knows Samurai Jack over there, please explain this one to us.
I mean, in the comments it says she's so cute. I hope I get the chase. Let's go. Nobody needs this one. What's wrong with these people? There was only like 6 comments though. They're probably made up, to be honest. Let's see what we have here. This one is another one that I didn't know was out there. This is the Cowboy Bebop. So this is going to be Faye from the Cowboy Bebop. This is another one that I don't know, but this chase is weak. I mean, this is a weak chase.
They just took the glasses off.
This is a weak chase right here.
Box
This is
Lunch
the
got
box.
screwed on this
Yes,
one.
they did. This is the box lunch exclusive, so we know it's gonna sell out just because it's a box lunch exclusive. Box lunch right now has the same thing going on with them that Hot Topic had going on for the longest time. Everything they touch goes gold. I mean, everything box lunch touches right now goes gold. And when I say gold, I mean like the resale value on it's insane.
Wait, did I miss something here? Barbarians waiting to debate me on the Batman. There's no
Oh,
debate. We've already answered this year and a half long question. It was mediocre.
to say the least.
Comments roll.
I so
Lots
so
of big
Diesel
accounts.
so Diesel just came down here, which means that my girls are up to no good at this moment.
I see shadows back behind you.
Means they're up to no good at this moment, is what this means. All right. I don't. This is a very weak one, but like I said, Box Lunch is had the same thing going for them that Hot Topic had going for them for the longest time. Is that everything they touch went to gold? I mean, everything they touch went gold, and I think this one will do the same thing.
Yeah,
And
but
if
this
you,
all depends on. Don't worry. Don't forget if your sticker may be on the outside of the plastic, not on the can itself.
and that's so annoying, right? I mean that we put the stickers on the outside. This Vader to me is also another really weak one.
I think so too. As far as a chase, I mean, really, all you did was make the lightsaber glow.
Yeah, I
Eh,
mean they could have easily
this could
taken
have been
his
a
helmet off.
good chrome or a helmet off. That's a good idea
They
too.
could have taken his helmet off and easily like gave you the Vader without a helmet. They could have done a chrome like you just said.
I would have liked to see just like what the can shows, different hand position. Take that lightsaber off and do like a death grip,
I
a Jedi
there's
death grip. I
so
mean,
many things they could have
I
done
think that would have
differently
been
to this
cooler.
one. This one is definitely like into the lazy realm of the world. I mean, they got lazy with this one. Really lazy. Well, that's sad. I mean, uh that's sad. I didn't look at these chases yet, so I thought we'd look at these chases together. Um
Metallic. That's all it is. It's metallic. Same
I
exact thing, just metallic.
what?
See, you see the little metallic sticker
I
on the bottom
I get
right.
that. I get that. So
But
the
the picture is but this picture is not metallic.
It must not be. I mean, it must not be because it looks exactly the same. They do have those stands on the bottom. I don't know if you see that. They
Yeah,
have the
little Star
stand
Wars
sitting down
stand.
there. They are bobbleheads. It says on the can that it's a bobble. I mean, so it is going to be a bobblehead. It is going to have the fixed stand. This is going into the same license agreement that Funko has had with them forever. They just changed it from the big head to soda, right? I mean, they just went from the pop to the soda. I still say that the diecast are not going to be bobbleheads. So I am
I don't
going to
know.
stick
I think that'd be
firm
cool if
with
they
that
could
one.
make them bobbleheads.
I am sticking firm with the idea that they are not bobbleheads.
For all you wrestling fans out there, you got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be out there.
Only difference on the chase is he's holding a belt, which I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, there's so many things that they could have done differently that they didn't do. I like that. I like the belt in his hand. I think that's a pretty strong chase. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, even I mean, really, what else for that aspect? Really, what else are you gonna do? I think putting the belt in his hand for the chase is probably the best thing that they could have done.
I feel like that was a pretty strong chase variant. I think that that's everything that they've released like here lately. They haven't released a whole lot. I mean,
No,
we go any further down than
it's
that, we
stuff
get
we've
to the
already talked about.
yeah, stuff we've already talked about. We've already looked at. I mean, they just haven't let a whole lot out other than those stupid NFTs that I still say and I know that there's a lot of people that's not going to agree with me, but I still say that those NFTs are going to be the
Oh,
death of
that is a good point, Chase. He could have had it where he was holding a beer or drinking a beer, but I guess that would be perceived a toy being perceived the wrong idea. I
Well,
don't
they're
know.
not toys, so, I
Yeah,
mean, you have to remember that Funko has a lot of them out there that have beer or have, I have the Christmas Story where it has, Uncle Eddie, who has a cigar in his mouth. I mean, so they have some of them out there that have some pretty, like, raunchy things that you wouldn't think that they would have on them because they're not a toy. I mean, and they make it a
yeah,
point to tell you that they're not a toy.
yeah. I guess reading these comments, I guess they could have done more with that. I mean, again, um, yeah, I don't know. I guess you can only do so much on sometimes with certain things, but who knows? Who knows? I guess maybe that just leaves it open to doing another one at some point. I don't know.
I mean, I think that we're gonna see all of these again and again and again, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that they're just going to continue, like, making the same ones in different shapes, forms, and fashions. I was maybe looking to see if I had missed something on there, but I don't think that I
Mm.
missed anything.
We do have
So,
for the last segment of the night. I do have a little Disney news.
what you got?
Um,
What you
and,
got for
and
me?
and mind you, there has been a lot of Disney news in the news the past couple days, and I'm not going to touch on a lot of it because a lot of it again has to deal with politics and what side of the fence you decide to be in on. The only thing I will touch on that apparently today, the big news was that from both coasts, from California to Florida, employees had done a walkout off of Disney amidst the don't say gay bill controversy. So I don't know what that meant. I know that just a lot of people are upset with how Disney had played their side on it. But again, that's all I'm getting into it with as far as that. As far as new items at Disney, Zootopia has been Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde have been the new Disney new emos. And trust me, I would like to actually put this on the screen. For some reason, something got locked, and I'd have to reboot my internet right now or my Chrome to be able to play it, but I can't. For any of you guys heading out to Disneyland in April, definitely go online and check the full guide of the 2022 Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival has been released. So definitely take a look at that because it's big time different from California to Florida. There's a lot more celebrity guests that show up at that event, so definitely partake in that if you can, and some of the great food items that they have going on. And then there's also a big projected news to come out next Monday during some big investors meeting on possibly the opening date of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is a new coaster out in Epcot, which we know is supposed to be opening up sometime this summer. My projections is going to be opening up Memorial Day weekend, as that is a typical weekend that Disney loves to open shows. And last two things I got is a crane has just been seen over at Toy Story Land for the new Roundup Rodeo barbecue site, which means that is a project that got started before COVID, got shut down from COVID, and never got picked back up until now. So that's great to see construction pick up. And if you're also coming out here to Disney World, as the heat is starting to pick up, Typhoon Lagoon's hours have extended in March and April, and they've been released through June 1st. Plus, they've also announced that they are bringing back the H2O Glow nighttime event at Typhoon Lagoon, which is really fun. I might try to go, try to take the kids with me. It's a real fun event. Kind of based upon Rex, Partysaurus Rex short. So it's a lot of fun and something I may go out and film. But that's what we got for Disney news. And, I think, Wayne, it's just small something that I like Disney. So I figured we start a segment of Disney news.
Oh, yeah, no,
On
that's awesome. Awesome stuff.
So that's what I got for Disney news as far as right now. Again, I don't want to get into details, debates, or anything with whatever these choices are, because again, everybody's choices in this politics. And I just don't like to get into politics.
So, did you just say that you're gonna be going out and doing some more filming coming soon? Is that what I heard? Because I'm pretty
Um,
sure that's what I heard.
Filming is always on the mind of going on. I know right now it's hard because it is spring break and it's heavy into spring break right now through this week and next week. So crowds are extremely large. I know that sometime in the next couple weeks, I do plan on filming something with the family to go out on a Saturday, and we're going to go out to one of my most favorite places in all of Florida and show you where I whenever I think about something I want to do, especially for my birthday, this is always where I want to go. I love it. It's peaceful, and there's just something about it that is awesome. So I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it's someplace that is very special to me, and it's one of my most favorite places in Florida. I do have the Florida Strawberry Festival video coming up soon. I just got to put up in the thing, so I still got to edit the Strawberry Festival video. But that was a lot of fun. Kids had a blast at that, and we beat the rain, which was even better.
Well, that is really, really awesome. You don't want to give us any hints where you're going? No hints at all?
No, not on that. There will be more Disney film coming up. I'm trying to figure out which next resort tour I want to do next. I haven't decided. I might put a poll up. So, guys, please keep an eye up with a poll of letting you guys choose which next resort tour I do, and go from there. I did, if anyone noticed, I did drop a resort tour. I think Friday. I don't know. Recently, might have been this weekend, but I did drop an Animal Kingdom Lodge, which was a fun one, and I showed you one of my great snack desserts that I love over at that property. So,
well, I
what
mean,
you got going on?
this has been a pretty slow week for Funko and Funko news and Funko releases, but don't forget that we have WonderCon that's still going to be happening here soon. I don't really know what I have going on next week. Next week I'll have my top picks for April. I mean, so you have my top picks of April next week. I'll do some sort of a vlog style video. I'm not I mean, this channel now has evolved into that vlog style. I don't ever see that changing, even if it's just me walking around my house shooting my kids with Nerf guns. I don't ever see that changing now because I really enjoy doing it that way versus the old way. It takes a little longer to edit, but to me it's just a lot more fun that way. I mean, so that's really it, guys. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget, we're going to be on Chris's channel, so we'll be over on Techbot. Don't forget to come check us out. We're still going to be there. We're still going to be at the same time, and we're still going to be looking forward to hanging out with y'all. Have a good one, guys.
All right, we're still here real quick. Wayne just disappeared, so I think he was trying to do a new outro. Didn't seem to work so well, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this on our old. Oh. I think he was trying to do a new. So I think we're gonna end this on our old outro until Wayne gets that figured out. All right, y'all. Have a great one.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. You know, we've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.